Hello.
We're live. Hi, everybody. Um, we are getting on today and just being really casual.
Yes, in the
And I'm in my pajamas.
She's pretty
I,
in pink.
I was starting to do the hair and get like your makeup on and everything. And then I was like, you know what? So I just decided he's wearing his comfy Rebels of Disclosure t-shirt. So I thought I'm putting on my pajamas too.
Yeah.
So anyway, welcome everybody. And we are going to just kind of go over some videos that we found again that were interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff that's out there, and it seems like more and more is coming out, especially on X,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. There's a lot of interesting videos and stuff that we wanted to share with you. And then found a document that Cliff High had shared.
Yeah.
That was interesting too, because a lot of the posts and stuff on Facebook, people are showing things in the air left by airplanes and stuff. And so I thought it was kind of interesting and correlated a little bit.
Yeah, so we'll go through that in the end because I'm very excited about some of the other stuff that we found. So,
Yeah.
one of the things that
Hi, Ken.
hey Ken, one of the things that I wanted to start to see if I
Let me see if I'm on Facebook. Go ahead. You
okay,
keep
could
talking.
connect with a little more was like Sasquatch energy and stuff out there. So I'm glad we have a really cool
Facebook. Go ahead.
cool video. And you want to know, there was someone else who was actually asking too, and they were hoping that the Sasquatch were okay. And so I'm in good company now because someone else has been asking too.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, I'll show you guys real quick, and we'll
Well,
let's. You want to do it or not?
yeah.
Sasquatch one or what?
I mean, yeah, we can. I felt like there was something else that I wanted to. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do the videos in a second. But I wanted to talk about that we were watching Matthew Mornian on um Remember Your Mission
Yeah.
last night. He did. Is that right, Mornian? I think so.
Yeah, Morning.
Yeah. Remember, he's got the really pretty wife that we saw a few times at Grafton.
Yeah.
I think her name is Nora. She's real pretty with the curly hair and the.
Yeah. Well, Matthew actually, this is the first time I really was like watching what he was saying. He's actually really, really good.
Yeah, he's
Really good.
he does a lot of posts sometimes too that like you can just tell he's like one of those really deep thinkers and deep um intellectuals.
Yeah.
Like he's got that very intellectual kind of vibe to him and stuff, but it's not pretentious. It's just he's just a smart guy.
It's
Like
authentic.
yeah,
It comes off the right.
like
Yeah.
he's just a really smart guy. And so but anyway, so we were on watching him last night because he hadn't done a live for a while. And you know what? I was thinking about this last night. I had to resubscribe to his channel. And he's one of those people that I think I have had to resubscribe to his channel like a few times.
So I bet they're screwing with him.
That's a little interesting because
Yeah.
I know after the first time we went to, I'm sitting here in my pajamas, sorry guys, but after the first time that we went to Grafton, I know once I had seen him, I had subscribed then.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did it again, I don't know, maybe it was the next time we were going and I was looking, I was like, I never see anything from him. And I looked and I wasn't subscribed. And then yesterday or something, he had posted he was going to go live, I think on Facebook. And I went on again and I was not subscribed again.
Yeah, they're probably that's probably when you look at your the channel and it's like you have so many, and then all of a sudden you have
You
less
drop off.
subscribe.
Yeah. That happened to us and we have like a tiny channel.
Yeah. So,
remember that time that we lost like I don't
and
know.
that was a good percentage of it because we're new, so
We're so
not
small. Yeah.
And but also what I wanted to say too before we get back into Matthew is I hope everyone had a really good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And had a good Turkey Day with the family, and so we're grateful for everybody out there, especially in this community. Yeah, I just wanted to say Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Happy Thanksgiving to all our American friends. Nobody else.
I don't think anyone.
I don't think anybody else does that.
Yeah.
Well, I know Canada has their own one. It's I want to say it's like a month earlier or.
So they don't do it right. They don't do it the right way.
Oh, you're just kidding. But anyway, back to Matthew. So
yes.
we went on there, and he said something, and I kind of had answered it in the thing, but he saw my name and he did a reading for me,
Yeah.
like live on the show. It was like toward the end of the show, but it was really interesting. And I pulled up the transcript because if I was going to try to say it, I would screw it up or something like that. But what it was really interesting is he kind of like before he pulled a card, because he was pulling like doing like a one pull kind of card thing. And before he did that, he kind of closed his eyes and took a deep breath and exhaled. And then he got something. He didn't just do that for me. He did that for a couple of people that were there. But when he was talking about me, he said something about he said, this is the transcript, from the perspective of clearing up waves of energy from the past or the shadows of the elements of previous self, that you've done a really good job in sort of removing the echoes of past trauma and the layers of difficult energy that still kind of show themselves in your internal journey. You've done a really good job on that. I say that because it feels as though there's someone that needs you to be congratulated, not because I have personal knowledge of this, but because as we turned the page of the book, it's like something she's done congratulations for the layers of energy. And then it says that she's opened and realized for the understandings, and this might sound even crazier, for the corkscrew kind of channel of energy that you activated, like maybe in the past year or so. And he says that it's bridging me with data from previous lives. And he said, you guys have heard me talk about this before. That was interesting to me because I see that corkscrew energy. And I've talked to you about that before, how I see it kind of doing like it kind of goes like this, but while it's doing that, it's also doing this corkscrew kind of thing. So that kind of blew me away because I don't know if I've ever, anyway. So he was saying that. And then he was saying that he said, you guys have heard of me talk about this before. And he says the name of it's not important, but in the traditional Chinese medicine, they call it the Chong Mai, I think he said, or also known as central thrusting vessel. And it's sort of like one of the secondary or extraordinary meridians. And the only way I know about it is because I experienced an upsurge of energy in that area within the body a few years ago. Well, anyway, he goes on to say that it's, I'm trying to find, he was saying something, it opens up your energy field when you begin to connect with other versions of yourself and alternate timelines, and you start to download data like non-local data or knowledge into the body. So you might be reading that too. He says deeply into it, but he says, I might be reading deeply into it, but it seems like you've done a good job of opening that pathway, which I guess if you want to get technical would mean that you're really good at reading other people's past lives, because for a lot of us, when you're looking at like, where did this past life data come from? He says it'll start streaming into the body naturally when you open up that certain kind of openings of energy bodies. And it went on, and then he did a reading, but I just found that really interesting because, hi, Deborah, nice to see you. Because I am seeing people's past lives. I don't know if I feel comfortable calling them past lives because I really do feel like they're like just alternate lives that you're kind of living, like right now. So simultaneous lives, I don't know what, whatever that is, but anyway, I just thought that was really interesting. I've never heard of that before. And he said it was called like the Bindu or something, that that area. Read me on a DM. Okay. But anyway, so
but also she pulled a card.
Yeah.
And then when he pulled one of the cards, experiences, oh, gorgeous couple, catch up.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Bye,
Thanks
Deborah.
for stopping by, Deborah.
But he pulled a card, and what was the card?
It was the Lover's card.
Yeah.
And he was saying that he thought it was interesting because, he and I do that's our little dog, Dobby.
Hi, Dobbs.
Yeah, that's Dobbs, our little one. Anyway, but just because he said that we do our show together, and that, that was my thumbnail is you and I. And anyway, it was a
funny
really,
that he pulled the card though, right?
Yeah, it was a really interesting read. And I was really fascinated by what he said. I had never heard, those things before.
Yeah.
And I want to look into it a little bit more, the Bindu and the Chiang Mai, I think he called it. But I'm fascinated by that because, like I said, I am seeing some of that stuff.
Mhm.
And you do wonder where that kind of comes from, or why at one aspect in your life you couldn't do that. And then all of a sudden, like they say, there's awakening, but what's happening?
Yeah. Yeah, and you never know, especially with the I really would like to go deeper too when he was talking about that, what encompasses that corkscrew? Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
I don't know, but I visualize it. Now that's the second person. The first one being Anne Marie, which I also want to talk about because I shared her,
That
Anne Marie
post?
Morales. I
Mhm.
shared a video that she had. We should have pulled it up. That she had shared, I think, on TikTok, and I shared it on Instagram. But anyway, she was saying when she was looking at my chakras and she started seeing a very specific way, and I hadn't shared that with her, or really hear very much. And oh, there's Allison. Hey, Allison, how are you? We love you. Um, I'm in my pajamas, Allison. I'm sitting here without makeup on in my pajamas.
And I didn't put makeup on either, just for the record.
Yeah. I was just trying to be casual tonight. So, but anyway, I just thought that was really
Hi,
interesting.
Allison.
And
Yeah.
and I wanted to talk about Anne Marie. So Anne Marie, we're good. I'm sorry, we're reading the chat. We're reading our beautiful friend Allison from Ancient Oak Psychic Arts, and she just changed her channel name on YouTube, and she also changed her website name, and she's in the throes of changing her, all her social media and everything. But
And she is a very gifted reader.
very gifted tarot reader, and she is so busy now because her channel is like really taking off, and she's doing really, really well. She's got people booking with her from all over the world, which was something she was totally trying to manifest in, and apparently she did. And her channel is getting really, really big. So thank goodness. We're very excited for you, Allison. You deserve it. You work so hard. You're so gifted, and we love you. And I'm so happy for you.
And we're happy to call you a sister.
Yes. She's our soul sister, our beautiful friend Allison, who needs to move back to the West Coast so we can see you once in a while. I mean,
meanwhile, yeah, our whole family
crazy.
loves her. Our daughters love her. Everyone loves Allison. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's not that crazy.
No,
She's
it's
pretty
not.
fun.
She is a lot of fun.
She's a lot of fun, Allison. But okay, back to Anne Marie. Should I pull up Anne Marie's thing so we can show
Yeah,
it?
You want? No,
yeah, you talk and then I'll pull up.
So today being the hangout, we wanted to really jump on one because really through the holiday season we want to make sure that we let everybody know just how grateful we really are for everybody. But also, it seems like during these times, some of these videos that come out, they sneak by. They sneak by us because we're all consumed with the holiday stuff. And so we got some really incredible stuff for our little family gathering. So we're going to share. We're going to share Anne Marie. This is who.
Hopefully it's okay with Anne Marie because I didn't ask her, but it's really interesting what's happening to her. Like everybody's getting this like upgrade, right? So we got it. Did you share audio and all that too?
Yeah, also audio.
Okay, Instagram. And because I shared it, yeah. So let's listen. Is it turned all the way up? No, you gotta have it here.
You that is somewhere on a ship or on a planet or in another dimension. Stay tuned to the very end of the video if you think you are, for a very special offer. My name is Anne Marie Morales. I'm a certified transpersonal hypnotherapist, but for the past 9 years, I have been an energy master, channeler, and psychic. I have devoted my life to assisting people in this ascension process. And my latest chapter in my life is being a hypnotherapist. Through this amazing work that I've learned, I've taken this on as a professional career, and I'd like to make an offer specifically to all the starseeds out there. Because of my work on me, using the hypnotherapy techniques that I mastered, that I am using in my professional career, I made contact with my aspects. I was listening to a story about 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago, of a secret space program insider who later became someone very dear to me. In listening to his story, he said 2 words, Taygeta and Pleiades. And when he said those 2 words, something in me like a dam broke, and I began to channel and cry, and light language was coming out of me. It was very shocking, very visceral, and very real. I ended up stopping in a parking lot and tuning into my higher wisdom. And what I was told was this: you are now aware of aspects of yourself. Like, what did that mean?
Mhm.
It came to be confirmed later through this individual and also others that I have aspects, parts of my soul that live on a planet in the Pleiades. And recently I had a past life regression, and because of the healing I did there, my vibration hit a point where now I am in telepathic communication with my aspects.
Is that incredible? Like
What an experience.
so long story short, AMM, yeah, Anne-Marie Morales. It's like intuitive healing, but there was arts, intuitive healing arts. I have to I'm going to look it up because I did this for Allison where I didn't know the name. I didn't know the name of it when I tried to do it. I'm all sharing it. But anyway, she's offering something now through Christmas where you can go and get, her stuff at a discount. And I mean, okay. AMM, Hypnotherapy Intuitive Arts.
Mhm.
That's what it is. AMM, Hypnotherapy Intuitive Arts. She's also Anne-Marie Morales on YouTube. It wouldn't be hard to find her, but I know she just changed her, when we interviewed her, she had just changed her
name.
website.
Yeah, the name. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's offering now, so to help people to kind of find out if you've been, interested or curious about, everybody's talking about starseeds all the time. Am I a starseed? Like, you can check.
Want to know though, one of the things that I found with a lot of, whenever I go when I have a session or someone I know has a session, we start getting these amazing breakthroughs. Every time Lisa has a session, there is almost she starts getting downloads for you get downloads for everybody, for them, and it's almost like it's like a back and forth where they're like, wow, I got a lot out of that as much as you did, so she is, I've never seen anything like, she's really, really powerful and intuitive. And so what you should do is tell them what's coming around the bend as well.
Well, I didn't want to step on it when I was talking about Anne-Marie. I'm in the process right now of working on a website so that I can start doing sessions. It should be happening sometime in December. We're kind of at the tail end of it now. We're just trying to figure out a couple of the tweaks to it because we're doing it ourselves, and we don't, we don't have somebody.
We're not techie people, but
we're not techie people.
So we're doing it ourselves, and it should be, hopefully within the next week, a week and a half, we'll be up and ready to go. But it's crazy. I don't even know where to put you, kind of in what area, because you could get download. I mean, you get so much stuff.
It's going to look different, I think. I'm not really sure exactly. My friend Allison has been trying to help me kind of put that, together, and she's always telling me, like, I'm not sure you know exactly what you, she's like, and that's okay. She's always telling me, and that's okay. But I'm figuring it out. But you know, it's weird because I don't know exactly. So, you know, like sometimes I can start talking to people and I'll start seeing literally an aspect of them superimposed over them that looks ET in nature, or it can be angelic or whatever. And then sometimes I'll start literally looking at them and I'm seeing a vision of somewhere else or something else, and I'm watching something like a movie reel.
And also recently we were at dinner with a couple, right? And she started getting downloads on the guy's health.
Yeah,
And-
sometimes the health thing happens too, but I'm not a medical anything, so it's not that. But I just,
she did nail it 100. The guy was in shock that she knew his medical chart.
yeah, that was weird, right? That was
Yeah, like
interesting.
his heart and what was happening and this and that. I mean, it was pretty.
Yeah, that was interesting. But anyway, so those things can happen too. Or sometimes, like I can just see colors around people or
Mhm.
blockages in their field. So
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. You know, how do you quantify that? I don't know.
I just think an 1 hour session would be very, very interesting and fun. And what's going to come through is what they're going to need most. So they may say,
Yeah.
I want a reading, but meanwhile, you may get a download of a past life and blockage. So you're going to get what you need. And
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty interesting. So,
Yeah.
but I wanted to make sure because she will talk. She's good person, so she'll talk about everybody, but what she's going to do, and she is really able to help.
But let's just say, okay, I'm not doing like past life regression stuff, and Anne Marie is a very talented person.
Field.
Yeah. So if you want to know like your star seed stuff and you want a regression to kind of find out what, you know, that whole thing is, like I highly recommend it. She is
I had a session with Anne Marie. She's amazing, and she helped me with my father passing away and some of the things I was holding on to, which was really, I had a rough time getting through that, and she was really instrumental in me moving forward. So I love Anne Marie.
Yeah,
she's
amazing. I mean, we're gonna have our list of friends that you can go to for different things. You want specific questions and you want to know something specific like tarot. It's like Allison.
Yeah, no
and
question.
Then if you want regressions and stuff, you can do Anne Marie, Jake Ray. I mean, there's oh, should we talk about who's coming?
Yes, so this is really, really exciting, and I know Lisa's very excited, so I'll let you say who it is. But I am too. But she has been a favorite of ours for a long time, and so go ahead. I know you're interested. I know you want to say it.
So December 6th, right? December 6th. Is it at 6 or 7 o'clock?
I think 6.
I'm gonna double check.
But we are so excited to have her because she is such a wealth of knowledge, and the more you listen at 7
Pacific time, and we're gonna do it live. So come with your questions. We are gonna have Laura Eisenhower. She's going to be on our show, and I am so excited. She's such a wealth of knowledge. Like, we have been looking at things to try to. There's our Dobby. Dobby, did you want to be on camera too?
Hello.
She's such a wealth of knowledge that it's like, where do you start with her?
Yeah.
And where do you go? Like, how much? And maybe that would be a good question to ask you guys. Like, if you were going to have Laura Eisenhower in front of you, like, what kind of do you want to hear more about? Like, the Eisenhower administration stuff with the MJ-12 stuff? Do you want to hear more about the astrological stuff? Like, where is it that you guys kind of want us to?
Hi, oh my God, Dobby.
I know, it's Dobby. Anyway, so let us know what you want to do with that. But we have a couple of videos.
Yes.
We're going to show you guys, and we found them on X, and they were really, really cool.
All right, so I'm going to share, and then we'll come on. And we'll check this out. Like I said, me and this dude are on the same page. Want to know where I have the Sasquatches been?
Okay. Hopefully it's been jumpy, this one. So I'm hoping. Okay, that's not it. See, is that the beginning? Okay, we'll find all the way.
There he goes. Me and Kermit. We said, we haven't seen any new pictures of Bigfoot in a while. I hope he's okay.
Oh.
So, and we were talking about it. And so check this video out.
Okay, you gotta put this.
Little Sasquatch purported to be captured on game camera just a couple of days ago. Josh Banker writes RMSO Managed Media, posting the following game camera footage and stating,
"Look at that.
I literally don't have the words. I went to check the trail cameras this morning and I think I caught a freaking Sasquatch. Neighbors said that they have heard weird screams at night. I mean, I thought it was just deer outside making the dogs bark all night. Well, no more going to the woods without my 45. It's in Connorsville, Indiana. Josh shared some photos of what the surrounding area looks like during the daytime. We enlarged the subject by 120% and enhanced the lighting to get a better look. Not saying this is Bigfoot captured on this guy's trail camera in Indiana. However, Jeff Adams did share some amazing Bigfoot tracks he documented in southeast Indiana, and some family members, along with him, have seen the creature not far from these tracks. Hope you guys enjoyed
Wow.
the latest Bigfoot news. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.
So that was interesting. Can you hit the X on the post right there? Yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You think that was, stop sharing, I guess. Do you guys think that was a Sasquatch?
Yeah. What do you guys think? Get some comments in there, because like I said, I was never big into the Sasquatch thing, and I really wanted to see what it was, and you know, how the people who do talk about it, the energy is supposed to be incredible, and
Yeah.
and so that really was incredible, which on the screen, you know.
And the footprints. I mean, afterwards, like what's up with that? And
Yeah.
the thing that confuses me about Sasquatch, I'm wondering if it's different levels and different times. And maybe this is a question for us to ask Jessica Jones from the Cryptid Huntress. You know, maybe she's the best person to ask for that, or our friend Phil. You know, Phil would be a good person too. But you know, sometimes everything looks so like 3D with them. Like that clearly looked like it was, you know, very 3D. But you know, they're supposed to be kind of interdimensional.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like different types or different tribes or different levels.
I think there is. When I heard when they talk about it, they're all different tribes. I think they're different areas.
No, yeah, I mean that's true, but I guess I just mean not just geographically. I'm wondering if there's some who are more developed or further along,
Like a
maybe.
hierarchy.
Yeah, or you know, that are more less 3D. I guess that's the best way to say it, is like a less 3D version of them, because that's the only part that kind of confuses me. I wrote about it in my book, but I had a meditation where I fell asleep, and that's the only reason that I can't specifically say, you know, beyond a reasonable doubt, like this was not just a dream, but it didn't feel and present the same way like a regular dream would, that I was with Sasquatch, and that was a really interesting thing. But that being felt very ascended and not like a 3D, like I wouldn't compare it to an animal in any way, or even a person.
But what do you think when they say that we would have been? That's what we would have evolved into if they didn't do something with our
yeah,
DNA.
Bashar said that.
Bashar.
You know, Bashar had said that. He said that that had we not been tinkered with by ET races and our DNA changed, we would have continued to develop and evolve, and we would be what the Sasquatch are now. And that they basically messed with like all but like 10% of the planet's
DNA
yeah, they're the hominids that were on the planet or something. And so they went on to develop the way that they did. And then we, you know, kind of developed this way, being kind of tinkered with. I don't know. What do you think about that? You think that that's something that's plausible and true? And, you know, are they the original, what it would look like to be, you know, from this planet?
Oh yeah, but I would think they would be more to like where we were, like where we came as humans. It looks different than the ones who were kind of more like, they remind me of more like big, right there, like big ape looking.
You know, it makes me wonder if Chewbacca from Star Wars was he supposed to be like a Sasquatch?
That's what I always thought when I was a kid.
You did? You thought Bigfoot?
Yeah, because I used to watch a $6 Million Man. Remember when he fought the Bigfoot?
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
Sasquatch?
Yeah, and when we were growing up, kids, you know, that they were not good
I don't
guys
know
by
how
any.
how old anyone is that who's in there, Ken, but you remember
Oh,
when he threw the $6 million man? That was a good one.
anyway,
All right,
so
well, that was the Sasquatch.
yeah, that was a Sasquatch. And then we have some that are interesting
Yeah.
that are UFO stuff and
Yeah.
UAP stuff again.
So here we go.
Okay. So those are interesting. You want to put the sound on?
Yo aquí
Well, that-
checando.
Look at this.
like little
Pero
orbs
estos
are.
son de madres. ¿Son globos? No, mira. Pero ¿por qué unos para un lado y otros para otro, güey?
Where it is.
You speak in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Oh, in Mexico.
A ver,
Why is it got to be Mexico?
Because I don't know. I don't.
Okay, scroll down. The next one is kind of similar. Sound again. I don't know if you look at
Look at
that.
this. Kind of flying along the line.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a little baby. Get man, hurry up.
catching up on the rear. There's another.
You know, unbelievable. Those are the runs to the litter.
Okay, so then there's those. So that's interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? And then this thing, the next one, that's really interesting. What is going on there?
Look at that.
What's that?
That was like a big. That was like a big. I think that's in Kazakhstan.
Let's see when I stop sharing. You gotta turn off the music.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Anyway, I don't know what that is, but those were kind of interesting. I mean, that last one that was in Kazakhstan was different than the little orb things.
Yeah.
But those orbs, but you know, it's like we were saying, it's like, yeah, you think that they're just orbs, or you think that those are, I mean, I guess they present themselves, you know, any way that they.
Yeah, you know what it reminds me of? That big, the big ship that was in Kazakhstan. It reminds me of
You
those.
think that's one singular ship?
I think so, but I think those ships could break apart, like, and they can move into with smaller pieces. And sometimes those smaller orbs like that, you know what they remind me of? When they have the crew and they're gonna go out and they go out on those single pods
Yeah.
because they're so far away. I mean, probably if we've seen them up close, they're probably maybe the size of the house. But you know, but if out there they look like these little orbs flying,
Yeah.
but it could be little pods that they go fly around in, and it could be recess for a school.
Well, you know, Lily Nova has talked about that, and I think Sol has talked about that. That sometimes if you see these orbs and you can look into them, you can actually see, you know, sometimes beings in there, or you can see faces in there. Or, I mean, are they like a vessel, like a traveling vessel for some of these people? Or are they just an energy? People that have gone to ESETI have talked about seeing these little orbs flying around and stuff. And I've always likened them to like fairies and things like that. We saw one or two on the street that we used to live in. Was a lot of stuff going on over there.
Yeah.
But we had seen a couple of those a little bit. But I don't know.
and you know
Do you
what?
think they're
You see the way they flew all in a line, like they
Yeah.
weren't like they weren't
like birds?
Yeah,
Like
it was
birds
like
would
yeah,
do.
it was like a bird line. But when you look at a bird, if you didn't know they were birds, you would almost think, well, what else lines up like that and is very strict in their the way they line up is like a military lineup or a crew off a spaceship. You know what I mean? Like that's what it reminded me of. That's why those pods and they ride. They're not going all over the place crazy. They even if they start out like that, they all kind of went and they really look like a bird lineup.
But you know, not to be,
oh whoa,
you know, well, on the other side of that,
Mm.
you know, to be just being pragmatic and then looking at it and thinking about it, you know, both sides of a scenario where these kind of things could be happening or would be happening could utilize this for their benefit, right?
Yeah.
So are we always looking at, because with CGI and AI and things like that, it's really hard to know kind of
Yeah.
what you're looking like anymore. And what would be the reason that they would be trying to get your attention where they want you looking up all the time and kind of paying attention to things that are going on? Not to be cynical, but because sometimes I believe that, it absolutely is and can be, ETs, and most likely that's the scenario. But I do also have this side of me that I just wonder,
Well, what
would there be a military faction, or if you're talking about global elites or something like that, where they're kind of like, okay, everything else we're doing is failing, bring in
well, they did the same thing with looking down, right?
with the
They-
phones. Yeah.
right, with the phones and everything, we're always looking down, and even when you're praying, or you're trying to, when if you're praying, everything is looking down, and really to open yourself up and
You
your
have to do
crown
the
up,
opposite.
you really need to look up to open yourself up.
Even your eyes, yeah, like when you kind of go and you do something, you really need to be like this to be an open vessel, and they have you doing, like
Yeah.
this and bowing your head. So that's true. That's an
And
interesting.
it just seems like everything is like upside down world, right?
Yeah.
What they said it is right and protective is really wrong and really hurts us. And so when you look at it and you look at what that is, I think,
Yeah.
yeah, it can be. I don't even know what it's looking up, but maybe to start the narrative momentum that something could come around, that can be some type of distraction, like ETs are doing something,
Yeah. I don't know. I stopped watching. That's good. Allison prays up. Yeah. And that's the right, that's the right way. But, like us, we're raised Catholics. And we were taught to bow our head and,
Mhm.
you
Always
know,
kneeling, bowing your
kneel, bow your head and all of that. And you really can't like when you do this, right, you're kind of going inward, and that's good because it can be reflective. But if you're trying to be like an open vessel to receive things and stuff, you really have to do the opposite. So,
Yeah.
so that's true. But, that was reminding me, excuse me, when you were talking about that, it reminded me of when I was talking to Aziz, and I didn't get a chance to finish that thought with him. But when he was talking about the reptilian,
Mm.
that he was talking about when they said that we can't focus and we can't do things because we're too agitated all the time.
Yeah.
And they did that to us on purpose and stuff. In that one that he sees, well, you'd have to go to their Prime channel in order to see that. What is it called? Farsight.
Farsight Institute.
Yeah, Farsight or FarsightPrime.com, I think, or something. Well, anyway, he talks about that there, and he's saying that the reptilians were talking about these, and they were talking about how, they keep us kind of with our faces down in the thing, and also flipping. And so I believe that was part of that whole thing, was just that there's an aspect of it where, I don't know, I kind of look at it with a side eye sometimes too, just not to be naive, because I'm just wondering, like, is it always, and because it is more prevalent now, right? And you're starting to see, we have more video clips.
Yeah. Is it kind of you out in Colorado? As he said here, oh yeah, here in Western Colorado, he says there's a lot of activity out there.
Oh my gosh, I want to see Colorado. He drove through it one time and he told me it is
Gorgeous.
stunningly beautiful. And our beautiful friend Katie from Katie and the Chorus, she goes there. Sometimes she has family and stuff, and she's been there. She talks about the mountains, and they just look so powerful. I want to go there. I want to see.
It really
and
is
just
beautiful.
hike those mountains and be in that energy. I would love to do that. We have to make that
Bucket list.
a place. Yeah, maybe that's one of the places we'll try to camp.
Yeah. Well, let's see where Phil is, because you know me.
Yeah.
We'll
Call
walk
Phil
around in a circle.
Flaskard. We'll be like, Phil, we're lost. Oh,
Just
he's
don't
in
look-
Grand Junction. Okay, that's one of the places, right? That's
Yeah.
like really beautiful. Oh wow! So you got a lot of stuff going on over there. I bet you. I
Yeah.
bet you do. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we have to tell us where to go, because I would love to.
Yeah, when we drove through it, and you see those the homes, they look like log cabins, but they're huge. But
Yeah.
the wood, it looks like a postcard.
I showed you my childhood friend Carolyn's house. I won't
Yeah.
say much more about where she lived or anything, but
It was nice.
she had a house that,
Unbelievable.
I mean, forget it. And it was absolutely gorgeous. But
Yeah.
she
and I
was,
think I drove through where the road that goes through Vail, where all like they go skiing and stuff.
Yeah.
And it looked like such a quaint little town, too, over there. But it's just, it's really pretty. You got to see that.
Let's share another video. We
maybe
have
on
some
the way up
videos
to
of
Shasta, we'll stop there.
on the way up to Shasta. It's the opposite
You
direction.
see, my sense of direction isn't good.
We'll get to Shasta in 2 weeks.
What
It's on like the other side.
is wrong with me?
You are so. That's why we need Phil Flasker because
Yeah.
you'll get lost.
Yeah, because we'll be dead inside of 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Mary Sunshine. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, we need the sound on. This one was interesting.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
It's like that Tic Tac from Rogan, bro.
What was that?
It's fucking the thing that, like the UFO thing, like flying all over the place.
I mean, this looks like a UFO.
No, but it's like yeah, I guess, but
Oh wow!
What? Whoa! Bro, that's so big. Holy! Hey, you guys see the light on the bottom? Yeah! That's crazy, bro. Hey, look at it from my phone, bro. Look at it from my angle. I see that. Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was crazy.
that was and that was wild.
Do we look crazy though? Like we're all pulling out our phones and like looking at it. I mean, and that's exactly what we do. Like, what is
Yeah.
wrong with us? That's exactly what we do. Like nobody's like just being.
They're probably looking down, going, "Wait, hover a little bit more. Let's see if they all pull out their
Let me
phones."
get this on my social media.
They probably think they're celebrities.
Oh my gosh, probably laughing.
These are objects. Was he recorded 2 days? Well, it was 2 days ago, but
In the USA, that was
oh,
like
wow.
5 hours ago. So, yeah,
yeah,
okay,
it's pretty new.
okay. So let's see the next.
So
one.
that's one, and now this next one.
Oh,
is-
what does that say? July 22nd,
July
2024. And that's in Siberia. So this one
This
just
is
kind of
close to us.
hovers, but look at the shape and stuff of it. I don't know if you can kind of see. See how it's just kind of staying there? It looks like it's almost like turning. Better turn the sound off. This one makes our dog bark.
Wow, look at that. That's a clear picture.
Yeah.
Almost looks like a stealth.
Like a triangular kind of thing. But do you know when you hear about those things, like those aren't supposed to be positive things, I thought, those triangular ones. Those
Mhm.
aren't supposed to be. There was somebody that discloses stuff in this, and I don't follow a lot of.
But you think when they're hovering just like that, to me, that's intel gathering.
Yeah.
That's not a fly through or fly over or showing your soul family and all that stuff. This reminds me of a intel gathering on what's what.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that
I
one
don't
was
know what you
interesting.
guys think on
Siberia.
that.
And then, do you want to look at one more, or you want to?
Let's look at one more.
Okay, so what does this
is
say?
one of
Arizona.
Yeah, there's Arizona and multiple people around the area.
And we actually, the next few are from Arizona. So
Yeah.
something going on in Arizona. We got to put this sound on.
No, it's not.
Oh, there's no clouds.
Shh, quiet.
Look
That's
at
a
it. Look at it.
UFO,
Look at it
dude.
on the camera. It's like a dome.
That's a UFO. Quiet.
What the fuck? Like literally,
Look
dude,
at that
that's
thing.
weird in the sky right there.
Dude,
It's like moving closer together.
Yeah, look at that.
No, that's not moving quick enough. There's no tail. That's a UFO.
There's no blue or red
Look,
lights.
something's coming off.
what the fuck?
Oh.
Got a little one.
Yeah, see the little ones
Yeah.
flying around it?
Coming right here.
Look at that, how it's
aura coming off. I've never seen anything like it. I got
original, unedited.
What the fuck is that?
Dude, this is nuts.
Look,
Wow.
there's a UFO around.
Whoa.
Look how the lights going off in two
Oh,
sides,
look,
though.
look, it's moving. Look,
What's that?
the lights are moving around it. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's hovering.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I see that.
Look, it's going
It's like,
up, it's taking
bye.
off. No fucking way. What the
What the
fuck
fuck? It
is
just went out to
going
space.
on?
Oh,
It just
it's
went out
gone.
to space.
What the
It just
fuck?
went out to
What
space.
the fuck?
Holy
Oh my
shit.
god. Hey guys, Vandenberg could
WTF.
saying?
That could have been
As
Vandenberg.
you were
That was a
saying,
rocket, or
No,
missile.
alien.
that
No, no
could've been a
fucking
rocket.
way.
Bro, that's
No.
fucking
The sound out.
disappeared.
Okay. So yeah, that you yeah, you can stop sharing. That was,
that was wild. Jennifer's on. Hi, Jennifer.
oh, Jenny. Hi, Jen.
Yeah, Mount Charleston's beautiful.
Yeah, Jenny, if you come back and you're going to go do Mount Charleston, let us know. Maybe we can make arrangements and meet you up there.
Oh, Allison had to take off. Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, I would love to meet the.
Yeah,
Meet
she's
Jen's.
cool. Yeah.
But wait, did you see those? See stuff like that. It's hard to. Even if you don't, if you're on the fence or you think that we're the only species in this whole infinite galaxy universe and all that other stuff, I think is crazy because it's so large that there has to be something else out. I mean, it doesn't make sense there not to be.
Yeah.
But when you start seeing stuff like that, those were two.
See, and look what Ken was saying, the TR3B triangle ones, they say that those could be military, right? And, there was a person who disclosed that, and that maybe during, I don't know, a conference or something like that, that one of those things showed up. And that, I saw some of the footage from that, but that's what I was wondering, because I was like, wait, I thought, and I don't know, and I don't pretend to know, but I was thinking to myself, like, what, why is that a thing? Like, I think that's not, isn't our military stuff? So Allison's only got one L.
You what?
Allison's only got one L in her name. Sorry, Allison.
Oh, sorry.
But anyway, yeah, I was just wondering about that because I just thought that was interesting. I think my mom's phone's going off.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so that's but no, but that's what when you see these places when they get these sightings and sometimes like you can hear when people are just I don't know, I feel like I always know if people are acting or like they're saying
Sure, yeah.
though when you can hear it's almost guttural
Yeah.
when they're saying like WTF, like
Yeah.
what the like this is like, and they almost and their hands are like moving because the adrenaline starts to go because it's like you're seeing
It's
something
unbelievable,
that,
yeah.
it's your own.
Think
Yeah,
about that one video that we did where where we kept seeing the stuff of me, you, and Emma were out in the front yard, and we're like yelling, we're like, look, there's another one,
Yeah.
there's another one, there's another one. We were like crazy in that, and we're trying to catch them. Remember,
Yeah,
our video
and
was going all over the place.
videos all over. Yeah, because you're excited, you just want
Yeah.
to catch it.
Yeah. Because we were seeing like, I don't even know, how many were we seeing? We were like,
Yeah.
there's another one, there's another. It's like
Yeah.
6 or something at one
Came-
point.
yeah, they came and just the way they were moving was
Erratic and
yeah,
like,
and fast. Like I've never seen even in like in a movie. I've never seen one of our planes move that way.
right.
The way it moves from side to side and up so fast, and then boom, gone.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, when you see stuff like that and you hear when you hear it's just like it's got to be so surreal when you see something that big. I mean,
Yeah.
because we saw the little guys moving, but those are too big. Like those are too big orbs.
We have a couple more that are from Arizona that we can share that were like
Yeah, let me see if I can pull them up.
crazy,
Yeah, check these out too.
crazy interesting. And these all just happened in Arizona in different places. So something's definitely going on in Arizona. I mean, it was really interesting. This is Sasquatch one. It should be, yeah, we're gonna have to share that one. That was a different one, not that.
Oh,
Not
that
that
one's
one.
pretty incredible.
Yeah, we'll share that one too. This one was in a neighborhood in Arizona.
They're absorbing around it.
Look at this.
I know, Ella.
Bro, I'm telling you, that shit. There was a shit ton of fucking lights right now lit up.
It's crazy.
It's just fucking hovering there.
The white thing on the top? The white
There's no fucking way, bro.
It's like all 3 of them, right? And plus that bright one.
I'm not scared, but that's crazy though.
It's just there, bro.
What is it, Daddy?
Did you hear that little kid? He said,
I'm not scared, but that's crazy though.
yeah, I'm not scared, but that's crazy. That little, how cute was that? What is it, Daddy?
It's getting brighter.
They look like they spin at one point or
Mhm.
something.
I don't see it
The
though.
little ones.
You guys don't see what I see on my camera because it's so zoomed.
Bro, you still on the phone? Oh shit, they came back. Look at bro, they're coming back. The lights are coming back.
There's 3.
I
There's
think
3
that's just a
aliens.
flare.
In front of me, bro, right in front of us. Look. Oh, the other light's turning on.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, there's the other lights. What the fuck, bro?
Watch when they pan.
Oh, it's okay.
It's gone.
Oh.
No, it's still there. It's still there.
It's hiding in the clouds. I'm
It is in
zooming
the clouds.
in.
That's what my brother said. In the clouds. In the clouds.
Yes, I'm zooming in, babe. I can see the saucers in my zoom.
I know I can see it.
You can see it, Zaid,
I
huh?
can barely see it. That's so crazy, dude. That's cool.
Bro. Oh no! Look to your left. Look to your left. There's another one to the left. Over here in the fucking trees. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? There's one fucking there, bro. Over here, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Oh.
Baby, don't move. I'm outside the truck. Don't move.
Whoa.
There's a shit ton.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, see, she.
Oh my god.
It's behind the houses now.
You can see good this way.
Bro. Babe, you want me to pull
Can I
back?
see that?
You see them, bro? You see them? Over there, bro.
My heart's pounding.
I bet.
Don't move, please.
Okay. And I think there's like one more. There's like one more. That was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you can watch this one too. So wait, see what that one says first.
Oh, this is world attacks on rocket.
UFO attacks space rocket. Shocking footage shows UFO allegedly attacking a space rocket mid-flight. Could this be evidence of extraterrestrial hostility, or is there another explanation? I mean, if they're attacking it, I'm thinking
They're trying not to.
they're
make it hit
trying to
us,
make
right?
it so that we can't hurt each other. I'm thinking, but let's watch.
Incredible moment has experts baffled.
Okay, guys, started.
At the warhead, hits it, fires another beam of light, and then at the warhead. So this thing fires a beam of light at the warhead, hits it, fires another beam of light, and then flies out the way it came in. And the warhead tumbles out of space.
All right, check this out.
At the warhead. So this thing fires a beam of light at the warhead, hits it, fires another beam of light, and then flies out the way it came in. And the warhead tumbles out of the.
That is just crazy because how easy was it to hit the warhead?
Stop sharing. Yeah, I mean, well, obviously, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's very apparent that, you know, if they were trying to destroy a warhead, they're probably like, you guys can't play with these toys, like not for you.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's crazy though. It seems like it's almost like child's play because they were so close to a literal warhead in the air and just looked like electric shock that like they were giving someone like, you know,
I mean,
clear.
thank God that they're like that. You know, you've heard some people say that, you know, there's no way we would have like a nuclear war or whatever because they literally wouldn't allow for it to be able to be detonated or taken off.
See, they're not planes because I looked through binoculars. Ken sees that. See, look, I see the same thing out there. He sees it.
Hey, Heidi, how are you?
Hi, Heidi.
Yeah, Jen is saying that she's happy that everyone's having these experiences. Right? It's like, you know, more and more people are starting to post them and, you know, we're getting more and more evidence that there's something else that's going on. So there's definitely something. I mean,
yeah, that was incredible. That one is just, it's
the warhead one.
Yeah. Cause that's just, I mean, even I didn't realize when he said, look to the left and she panned out over there I didn't see that when we first,
really?
Yeah. Then I saw what it really, you can see the whole ship. I was like, holy cow. That would have freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah.
That was
I
would have had to get the Bigfoot we just saw to help us.
Oh.
Protect us a little.
See, you know, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about, because, you know, I'm all excited because we're going to have Laura Eisenhower on.
Yeah.
So I keep thinking about Laura and like questions to ask her and stuff. And, you know, I wonder what she thinks about the uptick in, you know, people having these sightings and these experiences and stuff. I know it's all part of the awakening process and things happening, but I also wonder if she thinks that there's a component of it that maybe would be more to do with the other agenda and that those kind of things will be kind of falling away because I don't know. it's kind of almost the same thing for me as like the Sasquatch thing when you see them, and sometimes they're very, very 3D, like the video we showed earlier,
Yeah.
and the footprints and things like that. And then other times they seem like you hear people say that they can kind of step in and out of dimensions, and they can kind of come in and go in and fade out and things like that. So I'm wondering, like, what is that? What are we looking at when we're looking at those kind of things? And then I'm thinking about that with ETs too, because when my guidance was showing me when I was trying to understand, kind of how that works with the ETs and stuff. The way that I was shown the dimensions for the sake of it being our dimensions, my guidance told me it's not really like we understand it to be. But I was thinking about that with the UFOs and UAPs and stuff like that, because they're coming from what they said to me, because they were talking about the structure itself and the molecules and how fast that they're spinning, which is why we can't see them, because they're doing it at such a faster rate of speed that we literally can't watch it. It's like if you're standing on the street and a race car drives past you, it drives by so fast that you might not be able to make what kind of a car it was, what color the car it was, definitely not who's driving it or anything, because it's going too fast, right? But if you're driving in the street right next to it at the same rate of speed, you could turn and you can look in the window and you can see this guy with brown hair. He's wearing sunglasses. He's,
good looking. He must be John.
Oh,
yeah.
He's got a blue shirt on, whatever. You can make out the details of it, right? Because you're moving at the same rate of speed. But if you're standing still, basically, and they zoom by you, you can't really make it. Or like when we turn on our fans, overhead, our fans, when the blades start moving super, super fast, you turn it up, it kind of looks like a blur now. You can't really make out each individual one anymore. That's kind of like the way they were explaining to me that it works with dimensions and stuff. So we can't see these people that exist in these other higher dimensions. Not that they're not, because I was like, are they not material or whatever? In our terms, the way the molecular structure is, it doesn't look the same. But yes, there is a materium to them. There's like a matter. It's just moving at a faster rate of speed.
That's interesting. You got the most interesting. She gets the most interesting guidance about stuff that really makes you think about that. That's true, but that's really good.
So why is it though that some of
comparison.
these can be like so 3D? Unless, is this a race that is closer to us but actually got to like the place where they can travel through space and time and things like that, but they're really not much further along in their development, but then maybe they're further along in their technology. I wonder. I don't know that to be true. I'm just thinking out loud, but it just makes me think, because like in my guidance, one time I had like some show up for me physically in my room at my old house, and they looked like in my room. I could make out kind of what they were, but they were not physical beings like we are. I was telling him, it's like you can see the energetic pattern of them, and it almost looked like, when heat's rising off the street and you can kind of see that wave of that heat kind of coming up. That's kind of what it looked like, except that I could see, the outline of them, and I could see, and they were, you guys, they were up to like my ceiling. And that ceiling was like a 10, 11 foot ceiling, because it was like a vaulted ceiling on the second story of our bedroom. And they were like up at the top of that. And I remember saying that because I was like, holy shit, you guys are tall. Right. And Dobby was in there with me, and Dobby was like on my bed. I wrote about it in my book, because I think that's why I kind of, one of the reasons that when I was processing it a few moments later, I was like, okay, I'm not crazy, because the dog was totally looking in the same spot I was.
And that's a little wild too, when you have a cat or a dog and you're just sitting there and no one else is around and you see them like this.
Yeah.
Like looking behind you, and you're just like, what is happening? Because they see something. So,
Yeah. So anyway, I'm saying all that to say that when I see these things and it's very 3D and it's very like, it always makes me kind of go like, I don't know what I'm looking at here. I'm not really sure. Is this like a military thing? Is this like us trying to develop stuff? Is this a type of being that is closer to us, and so therefore they come here a lot because they're maybe able to be around and stick around here on
maybe
the planet
they're the
Mars?
bridge between us and the Sasquatch? No?
I don't know.
Or just things that make you go,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. What do you guys think? I try to figure out, you know, what it is exactly, but just from what I've been personally shown, some of the stuff, it's hard to connect that dot for me because I can't figure out like how is that and I'm sure there's, you know, variance in everything as well. They didn't show me everything. It's just my personal guidance isn't necessarily like a physical being. And then I have some that I don't think embody anything, or at least not to my knowledge. Like I think that they are literally consciousnesses existing that don't have any physicality, maybe.
So just like energy,
Yeah, like an energy, I guess.
like a angel's wing. Like
No,
that type
not
of
even.
energy? Or
No,
no.
no. Just I
Light
mean,
body?
I don't know. Yeah, I've seen light body.
Mhm.
I've seen light body too. I've woken the night before Grafton, the second time. We were going to go to Grafton. I think I took a nap that day. I woke up. It was so weird. Okay, so I woke up from a nap and I was talking light language, speaking light language. I've only done that one time. It was then. And it sounded, I was telling him, it sounded like very like when you watch movies where American Indians like are talking, like you know, Native Americans are speaking, and that how they kind of their dialect is.
Mhm.
It was very similar to that, which was interesting to me. But I was speaking to these light beings, and I know what I was talking about. I was talking about the sun, and I have a very strong connection with the sun. So it wasn't super surprising, but these beings, I could kind of see a head and I could kind of see like what would be like a neck and a shoulder, but they were kind of rainbow light kind of colored beings, but there was definitely a physicality to them because I could see a head, a neck, and like a shoulder area to them, and light was coming off of them, and I was talking to them. But those light beings, there was definitely something with them. I've seen them like maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't have like a lot of interaction with them that to my knowledge.
Gigi Rose?
Well, she was different. That was I got for Gianna, our daughter Gianna, one time I saw her and she was almost kind of like see-through, like ethereal looking, kind of see-through, but she was on a ship and we were on a ship too. He and I were on a ship too, but she wasn't our daughter. We were just looking at her and she looked very similar to what she looks now, but she had like these little like spots that almost looked like they sparkled. And I was kind of like, that's interesting. And so I was hearing 7-8D, like dimension, even though that's not, you know, necessarily a thing. But I remember being really confused about it because everything I heard is like you lose your physicality after, you know, a certain dimension, and 7-8D didn't make sense to still have some kind of physicality. And that's when they were explaining to me, if you were looking at it from your perspective as a 3D being, yeah, it wouldn't look like there was any material, anything, but the rate of molecules that are spinning at such a rate that, you know, if you were there, physics is going to work differently and things are going to work differently than they are there. But there still is like, until you go up, I don't know how far it goes up, but until you go up to like a very, very high 12D, I don't know. There is some level of materium. There's some level of material something. So, Matthew, we were just talking about you at the beginning of this. I was telling everybody about the beautiful reading that you gave me yesterday. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we were sharing the information you gave because it's interesting. I've seen that corkscrew energy that you were speaking of, and I've never heard of the Chong Mai. I think you called it Chong Mai, or the Bindu stuff. So I've got homework. So I am totally going to be looking into this now because I want to understand it better. But thank you, Matthew.
Yeah,
Thank you for dropping in. That
awesome
was so sweet
reading.
of you. Yeah, that was really cool. And then he was talking about that you pulling the lover's card for us and stuff. And so it was really cool. But anyway, so I don't know. I'm not sure about the physicality, but it makes me wonder when you're looking at very 3D looking UAPs and UFOs, and when you're looking at very 3D looking pictures of Sasquatch. I don't know. What do you think? Like, do you get any feeling from that?
You know, like I said, with the Sasquatches, I don't really, I didn't have like a, you know, that wasn't something that I guess I was.
It's on your radar.
Yeah, it just wasn't on my radar when anyone spoke about it. I wasn't, it wasn't something I was like, oh, that's not. But I just was like, that's just not my, going to be my wheelhouse or what I'm going to be, looking towards. But when when you start to hear, the people in the community that are really, that really do, deep dives into it, like, like Jessica and Katie,
Yeah.
Katie, and stuff like that. It's the way they talk about that energy is
Yeah.
starting to intrigue me enough to where when I do see it, it's something that I want to start to kind of focus my energy more towards, because the only reason why I'm probably not getting more in tune with it is because I'm not, I'm not focusing my energy there. Because if I do,
Yeah.
once I start to focus on it and my energy starts flowing there, it'll probably be more in my field, and I will start to perceive it, and whatever, my guidance would give me. But
Yeah.
for now, where I'm just coming around the bend is when I hear things, some ring true, some don't. And
Yeah.
so what you're saying, that kind of resonates with me a little bit, because it's like, I think it's got to be like kind of a one or the other. And
Yeah.
so I don't know if what that was, but that was something,
Yeah.
without a doubt. That
Definitely.
was something, and that footprint was huge. And it just,
Yeah. Like, are there
I mean,
different types? You know what? Maybe we need to ask Jessica Jones to come on and be a guest, and we
yeah.
can ask some questions. Maybe that's one of the next people. You guys let us know if that's something that you guys would be interested in too. I'm really intrigued by it, and I'd like to understand it a
Mhm.
little bit better. But the little bit that I felt into Sasquatch energy when we went up to Mount Charleston, Katie Mabry and I, when we did our Mount Charleston thing, Sacred Sites, there was definitely a feeling that felt like what I would perceive to be a Sasquatch energy up there. Oh yeah, Ken, was that interesting? Do you think that was like that's Katie is convinced that she thinks that light being that we saw, that apparition that we saw at Mount Charleston that we showed you guys last week, she thinks that um, are we having internet connection issues, guys? Let us know if
Yeah.
you
You guys hearing us?
if you're seeing that that we're having some. It's kind of saying that on our thing, but that apparition, she's kind of thinking it maybe Mary. Is it working? John just tried to type something, and it was saying that we were having a hard time. So you think that that's what that is too? It felt very benevolent, and it felt like it was definitely a loving kind of thing. It was really okay. Thank you, Jenny. It was really a unbelievable experience to witness something like that, and then having the last time right afterwards. Like, what was that?
Well, also when you zoomed in on it, and you can literally see the head, the shoulders, and the
Yeah.
arms.
And it kind of morphed a little bit. There was at one point where it looked almost more like a diamond shape. And then when we were like zooming in and really looking at it, all of a sudden it felt like it was kind of changing its shape a little bit. And it did. It looked like it was, more, but it was definitely a light. And then some people, I guess, were telling Katie on her Facebook and stuff, they were saying, are you sure it's not a reflection from the sun or whatever? You guys, I'm telling you, the sun was not in the right spot to be doing that. And we showed you a picture of the cave, when there was nothing there, not a plant, nothing that would have caught light like that.
Well, also Lisa and I were there the week before,
A couple of days.
right? Or, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were there, very similar timing. And there was, it was a little early, right?
Yeah, it was a little
It was
earlier.
earlier. So, when you look, there's no, there was nothing there was nothing there at the time.
Mm-mm.
And it comes at a very, that specific time, but there is no way for that to hit, because the sun, it's just the total opposite way. And when you're there and you see it, you realize that that's not it. It can't be the sun or reflection. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's just rock.
yeah, other people saw it. We had 2 other people that were there, and they were talking to us about it. One of the guys worked there, and he's the one that told us it had been showing up, for like 2 months now or something, or very close to 2 months. We should go back and
Yeah.
just see if we can go. I think we're going to do that, you guys, and then we will report if we can go back around that 2:00 hour and just see. We'll have lunch or something, and then just see if we see it. If we do, we'll record it.
Yeah,
show
and you
guys.
want to know that, and that light being whatever it was. She thinks it was Mary, right? But it did look like angelic to me. It looked
It
very.
felt it.
It looked, yeah.
Not 1 ounce of malevolent
No.
or nefarious kind of feeling went with that at all, to the point where that thing was very high up. I don't think we really showed you an accurate depiction of how
Yeah, that's
and steep. But and I am not an athletic person, as you can tell, and I totally want to go up there. I want to go up there. If that felt malevolent or felt like it was like a bad thing, I would not be trying to do
for
anything.
me. I am not
Record
going in.
from the
Yeah, I
depths.
am not going in the cave because I watch too many movies.
Yeah.
And I'll videotape from the bottom.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah. So,
But what was crazy to me was that was something that I saw when you guys
Yeah.
showed me, but she never mentioned the blue being.
well,
That
that's
was
the one
freaky.
that one has shown up at our house before, though. Remember when?
I know, but I didn't see it on the video. I saw it on the video.
Yeah.
That was my first time
I'm
seeing it.
taking my little blue friend for granted, but to be honest with you, I have been filming and recording with that blue rainbow looking kind of being. I
If you
probably
guys
have
didn't see it, you got to watch that Sacred
2
Site.
or 3 years of that showing up in our
I wish
yard.
you can show them.
Yeah. Well, you can show them. It's on the but I mean, it's in
Yeah.
our last Sacred Sites with Katie Mabry, Mount Charleston. What happened at Mount Charleston? If you haven't seen it, go check out the apparition and go check out
The blue being.
the
I can't
The blue
believe it.
lights.
It was so. I can't believe I saw it like that. That was so clear. I mean, it was like,
yeah. And anyway, it's been an interesting year. We've had a lot of really
yeah.
interesting things happen. I mean, I'm not for nothing. I'm ready for 2024 to be over, and I'm ready for 2025. Like any day now. I really see a lot of positive things. I don't know how you guys feel, but that's one of the things we were going to talk about, our timeline shifts.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you have experienced a timeline shift? And what's the matter? I got my little puppy over here. I mean, I do. I feel like, especially that night in Sedona that we went the night before, we saw Sol Rita, and it was actually the night of the election.
Mhm.
When we woke up that next morning, I really felt like we found ourselves on another timeline.
Yeah, because we weren't watching with the election stuff. We were in Sedona. We went to go eat. We were hanging out and just enjoying Sedona. And then when we woke up, and we saw who won, and it was just a different feeling. Like we were the timeline actually it did shift, but how I look at it too is you want to make sure that you're continuing to do the work you need to do to stay in that timeline, because timelines move.
It's fluctuating, right?
They're fluid, and so you want to stay in neutrality or get yourself into that positive vibe and stay on that higher timeline and keep the collective moving in the right way.
Yeah, and yourself, right? Because you do have fluctuations, and you'll see that things will evolve and change, and sometimes you can feel like something's not going the way that you are expecting or whatever. But I think, and we were talking about that a little bit with normally the way that my guidance was showing me is that you will have situations and things that happen in your life that are hard, or things that you can't really move through, and then what will happen is those are kind of the things that you come back and you handle and you do. Maybe in another life, it's something that you kind of struggled with, and you do things. We're not going to really have that this time around. What I was getting was that we're in an ascension period, and everything's moving up. It's not just Earth. It's not, which is why they can't stop this from happening, because it's literally the whole solar
planet.
system, the whole galaxy. Our sun is ascending. Like everything is ascending, but not just this galaxy, other galaxy. It's kind of like God or creator being or source or whatever you want to call it has decided, like, we're all ascending on to another aspect. And the way that it was shown to me, it was like we became so out of balance and stuff. The tonalities of the planet, it started to not, it sounded distorted, almost like a symphony if some of the instruments were out of tune and it wasn't playing correctly. and it started sounding like that, and that's kind of like how we were found and seen so much, like we were sticking out like a sore thumb. And so it was kind of like, okay, the whole thing's, and we're moving into this photon belt too, where all of this photonic energy is going to be higher and better and all of that too, on top of the fact that, you know, we're just kind of moving into this other, so it's like moving into another aspect of space, but we're also just kind of all going up. So, you're getting sad. Somebody's saying hi to you.
He's looking at his
Somebody's saying
grandma.
hi to you. I love
He
you.
watches her every move.
This was our son's dog, and they had major stuff going on and health issues, and for whatever reason he found his way to us. And so
That was Tyler. Hey,
this is our
Tyler.
little, hey Tyler, thank
How
you
are
for
you?
coming by. But at any rate, so you know, with the ascension thing, it's kind of like it's happening. That's
Mhm.
that's the end of it. But my guidance was telling me that it's not going to be the kind of thing where you, if you're struggling with some aspect of your, you know, life or something like that, that you can come back and do this at another time. It's like, it's going to smack you in the face. It's going to come in and you're going to deal with it this time because it's the ascension, right? So this is the thing that it's going to be like a tower card moment, maybe one after the other, but you're going to move through these things and have the opportunity to move the blocks, to fix these things. And Tyler said you saved his life today.
Hey,
See?
buddy.
Oh yeah, he's got his thing on. We're both in our jammies. Said he likes this one because this is so comfortable
Yeah.
for him. I got to get a smaller size. I bought the big one and now he's got them both. But anyway, so
Yeah. Tyler, that was crazy synchronicity, man. I was happy you sent me the message because it was good. I'm glad it was there because those things I need too. Because anything when I try to do something, you know, and when you don't,
Johnny loves that kind of stuff. If you say something that goes through, or you know, like you're used as a tool in a way to help somebody else, and you didn't even realize that was the kind of thing.
Yeah.
He loves that stuff. So
Yeah.
thanks for sharing and letting him know that was the case. What buddy? What buddy?
Yeah,
We were
he's
trying to
dying.
get. He wants me to hold him. But anyway, was there anything else we were talking about?
Yeah.
Timeline shifts.
Yeah, it was just the thing with Trump and then the future, the magnetic memory.
Oh,
Want
yeah.
to
Do we have
show it quick?
time to do? Yeah, we'll show you.
I'll go through this really quick. I know we're over on.
Emma is upstairs. She came home from work as we were starting this. I'm like, Em, you want to jump on with us? And she was like, no, Mom.
Yeah, she shut us down real quick, Tyler.
Yeah, she does. I don't know. She's taking a break. We keep hoping that she's gonna pop back up and be on this with us, but I don't know. She might be over it for a while. I'm not sure.
All right, so should I just go right to this thing? Docs or show them the
Well, yeah, show them that thing first because it gives context, and then we'll show the actual documentation of it. So I don't know if you guys know Cliff High, but Cliff High was showing this. So no, up so we can read it. So you got to do hit show more in the blue. No, it moved. Scroll. It's on the side, you see, but keep going. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, did I pass it?
Yeah, oh, there it is. Hit show more again. See if it works. Hit show more. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so here it says, okay, wait a minute. What was that I was just thinking? So are you feeling it? Memories seeing to slide off before you can grab them with your mind, losing stuff, forgetful. This is how the Elohim has conquered humans, not only with devastating weapons of destruction, but also with altering the weak magnetic fields of our environment such that memory was lost and its confusion dominated. Language was lost. Sound familiar? Like the Tower of Babel. And so what they did, those evil aliens, who claim to be gods, they dampened the ability for our mind to interact with its memory storage and retrieval functions. So when this is what he's, so kind of that's the gist of it. And the CIA, or at least has been exposed that, much as the same ancient info that Cliff has explored in the 90s. They hired this guy Pershing to investigate all the weird science and some of the magic involved in consciousness participating in an unfolding reality. And so these techniques that were used were really to really kill our memories, and able to.
And he was talking about that it's the stuff that's happening in the planes, that we're all witnessing happening all the time in our skies, having something to do with that too. But John made it a Google Doc and made it bigger so we could kind of see it a little bit better. So can you scroll at the top? Oh no, it only did that part all the way up. There it is.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's from the International Journal of Humanities and Social Science, and this is from November 2014. And so it's the facilitation of declarative memory and congruent brain states by applications of weak pattern magnetic fields, the future of memory access. And so this is really what it's about, and it seems like they can do a bunch of stuff with it. And this is from the Department of Psychology, Neuroscience and Human Studies programs. And so this is something that you could, you can see. There's our girl.
There's Emma. Put it on the.
Give me a second.
Anyway, so we just wanted to share this because there's actual documentation on this stuff. So there's Emma. Hey. We try, you guys. We try to get her to come on with us, and she keeps shutting us down.
She's This is a busy week for her.
Yeah, she's been working nonstop, but.
Oh, is this all? He said hi too.
Hi.
But we miss Emma on the show. We miss her. So everyone, look, see,
everyone's saying hi to you, Emma.
Hi. Sorry, I'm really tired. I had a very long day.
So, but she's doing really good, and I'm really proud of her. She's really she's doing
working hard.
She's working really hard, and I'm just really proud of her. A lot of people they kind of, I know a lot of people that make excuses and they do, but she doesn't. She does what she has to do.
She does. And she's a worker, this one, and she's got to do something. She does it, and that's it. But we still miss you on here, and we would love to have you.
We want you to work.
Come sit with us sometimes. Yeah. Do you guys remember In Living Color? Do you remember that? Did you guys ever watch that? What was that? The 90s, or was that later? Some of you might be too different. But In Living Color, they have this. The
Wayans brothers.
Yeah, the Wayans brothers. They have this one skit where the whole family was this Jamaican family, and everybody had like seven jobs.
Yeah. And when the daughter said, "I got 5 jobs," they were like, "You're lazy.
You lazy son of a gun."
Yeah, you lazy son of a gun.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she's doing really well.
Victor,
but we missed her.
Hi, Victor.
Hey, Victor, how you doing?
But anyway,
so that was one of the things we wanted to show you. And
you want to get down?
And so what we'll do is we'll see if we can put a link to it. Okay. If you guys want to go, you can pull up the document and read it. But it's just kind of, when you see something like that, that stuff is scary. How easily they could manipulate us.
Oh, Tyler said she would never want to get away from us. What are you talking about? I'm a great mother. I am the best mother ever. Emma, did you see Emma's face when I said that?
Yeah. Emma's going to take any opportunity to bother you, and it seems like Tyler is right up the alley right there.
Tyler's
good at that.
He's a teaser.
But but what we do, Tyler, we go right to Emma's job, and we go there and we bother her right at her job when she's busy.
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you, the pie was amazing.
I can't believe she sent you that.
But the pie really was good, and I had a piece a day for 4 days.
Not for nothing, it wasn't really. Well, it was about.
You got to tell the whole story.
We went to the store twice, and in 24 or 48 hours, so he literally could have just told me, and we could have replaced the pie. So there was that.
I didn't want to replace the pie because it's not good for you, and so I don't want to be unhealthy and eat another whole pie. So what I did was I had a slice a day.
And so there's that aspect of it, but also my biggest thing is. He is eating too much sugar, and he needs to stop with the sugar. So,
and my biggest issue is that my wife cares about me and wants me to be healthy. So I have to, it's fine.
And Emma tried to make me look like a bad.
I didn't try to do anything.
But she's
I was trying to record the baby, and then
I yelled at Dad.
Yeah,
I yelled at Dad about pie.
And Emma's very protective of her dad, and so she has to record everything in case. Lisa gets crazy.
No, he ate a whole lemon meringue pie by himself.
Okay, but he didn't do it all in one day. He was eating one pie.
One piece a day.
Okay, how big were his pieces that he ate a whole pie in 4 days?
But it was 24 hours. That's not a lot of sugar for 24 hours. Yeah.
Could be worse.
I mean, and if you look at Emma hasn't had sugar in a while, but that day she had a huge chocolate cream and a
Yeah,
huge
piece of
pumpkin. 2 pieces of pie in one day is
Okay,
It was way worse than-
finish it though. I didn't finish it because it was too.
she left 2 pieces. She left.
She doesn't eat sugar, so
she
I knew
left
when she was
crumbs.
getting it that she wasn't
In
gonna.
theory,
be
it
happy.
sounds good, but then as soon as
It's
I did,
too
I'm like,
much.
oh, I
Yeah,
regret
she hasn't had sugar in a long time. She's been doing really good. But
But see, happy wife, exactly.
yes, but I say happy
Spouse,
happy house.
Yeah.
So but no, but yeah, so my wife loves me to death and she wants me to be healthy, and so that's why
Yeah.
I can't really fault her. Although
I have a better idea. Instead of eating pie, let's eat tacos.
yes, I could go for tacos. We just got to put sugar on it.
Tacos are good. Tyler knows a really good truck where we can get tacos.
Yes.
When we come back to Grafton for the conference in May, we have to take Emma to the taco truck, Tyler,
Yes.
and you're gonna have to show us how to get there because we do not, of course, remember. But we have to show Emma the taco truck so that she can try the yummy tacos.
Oh, can you be my bestie?
Of course.
Yes. Emma is best friends to the world.
Oh, Emma's
And
actually grouchy
flan
and
for
she's
dessert.
not.
Flan for dessert.
I won't let you down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
He got the
We're
hookup.
ready for some tacos.
Yeah, we go out when we go to Grafton. He's got the
we have
hookup.
Both times we
We have
went.
high standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Good
don't play around with our
These better
tacos.
be life-changing tacos.
No.
But I'm telling you,
Because they know where to get the tacos from Mexico.
Oh,
And so
okay. Don't
they-
do the accent.
They
please.
know.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, Primo.
Okay, stop doing that.
I'm sorry. So anyway, so the last thing, well, you know what? I'll just tell you the last thing. Anyone could look at, it's Trump's post, and he was just saying a lot of people are concerned that the dollar is going to be toppled as the world reserve,
Yeah.
and the BRICS nations are going to do a gold-backed currency. That's not the dollar, and if that happens,
Please don't.
No, you don't.
she hates
For
when
the
I do
love
it.
of God, when
Oh
he
my
gets going, he
God.
doesn't stop.
Kyle, she don't like when I do any accents, even if I do like a southern one, and you're like, well, "How y'all doing?" and "King got get." Like, she
Oh.
don't like that.
Dad, no.
She don't like anything,
Tyler,
any
Did
accent.
you
So
see what you did?
she just likes my Brooklyn accent.
That's it.
But anyway,
Brooklyn. That's it.
but what Trump is saying is he said there's absolutely no way that there is going to be that they're not going to use the dollar, even though they got gold and they can back it. Which there's Cliff believes that can happen.
And here's the thing: do we necessarily want the dollar to remain in the same place that it does? Like we were talking about that, and I know you mentioned it. When you and Jace were doing your crypto corner, that if a dollar can be worth $1, no matter what the type of the currency is,
Right,
whatever country that it comes from, doesn't that benefit everybody? Where instead of having these super big swings in how much a peso is compared to the dollar, compared to the euro, and so on, I just feel like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me that. Yeah, did you see Victor XRP? We were so excited all day. We're watching our crypto like high fiving.
Our whole what on Crypto Corner, me and Jace talk about. We talk about the XRP family, and they're all doing actually really well.
Yeah.
You want to sit?
She's like, oh my back.
The Sologenic and the Corium and XLM, XRP, and so we have they're all doing good, but XRP is going to be the monster, and I think really do well. So glad. I hope everybody's looking into it, and any information you need, don't hesitate. You can listen to the show. Any questions you have, me and Jace will do our best to answer it. Which I gotta move.
I'm literally like sitting between two chairs.
We gotta get Emma's little skinny button here. Easy.
She's so little. You wouldn't
got
even.
All right, so this is a real family hangout.
Yeah. Okay, sit on Dad's lap.
Sit on my lap. Come here. Come up
We're
here.
good.
Come here.
Oh my God, she just fell.
This is just like the old
Fine.
days when you used to.
Everything's
Okay.
fine.
No, but she went through a crack there. But look, you got the dogs all worried.
Yeah, us
Sorry.
too,
I
Victor.
accidentally
It's like exciting, right? When you get to have it,
Yeah.
be so. Okay, Emma just fell off the chair, you guys, but that was
I just
funny.
kicked Commander in the face. Too.
Oh, come in.
We have this big sable shepherd. I don't know if you've seen those before. It's like a German shepherd, but it's that sable colored shepherd.
The sable coat.
He's
yeah.
gorgeous, but he's huge. and his name is Commander, and Emma calls him Amanda.
No, I call him Manda, like Dad says.
Amanda.
It sounds like Amanda.
But yeah, he's beautiful. He looks like the sable fur coats, and so that's a type of shepherd coat that they have, and he has that, right, Commander? And he's a good boy. He's big though. He's a big, strong dog, and
I can't even walk him. He's too big. But
yeah, he's big. I actually tie him around my waist, and I walk him.
Yeah, but until he gets going, if he sees another dog, then
Yeah.
So if you guys are, interested in coming back
Tyler's
on
laughing.
December 6th, we are going to have at 7 p.m. Pacific, we're going to have
Laura
Eisenhower. And she is going to, we're going to be
The
live
6th.
December 6th. It's a
At 7
Friday
o'clock.
at 7 p.m. Pacific. So come with your questions. I'm so excited to have her. I cannot wait till we can. Are you going to come on that one?
I have to work late. I don't get off till 10.
Oh,
You
darn
should.
it.
But no, but that's going to be really that's going to be a good one.
yeah.
And so that's exciting. And the last thing, well, just to finish off, and with Trump, the reason why they're not going to do it is if they do anything like that, he will slap a 100% tariff on all their goods. And he said, wave goodbye to selling your products in the beautiful United States of America.
Yeah.
And so, look, right, work. See, we're we're putting her to work, Tyler. She's got to pay her way. Yeah, got to go get her.
To my list of jobs that I work.
She look at a lot of jobs,
Lots of jobs.
a lot of jobs
Yeah.
at this
I'm
point.
looking
But
for more.
but those were the last two things, and I know we're on a little bit longer, so we thank you guys for hanging around.
Yeah. For joining us and coming in
And
and,
Tyler said, "Nice, love Laura."
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
I'm so excited about her.
Tyler, we're really excited to
I
have her on.
cannot wait. I have so many questions to ask her. I don't even know. I'm going to sound like I don't
A
know.
fan.
Well, not just there's so many topics,
Yeah.
so many different
She-
things
she's
you
a
can
wealth of
talk to her
knowledge.
about. It's like, where do you start with her? I don't know. She's amazing. So, but yeah, I think it's going to be really fun and interesting. So if you guys, and then
A spirit
December
reader.
10th, we are going to have
Charnel.
Dr. Charnel Wolverton Sehan back, and we are going to be talking about that.
Future mapping was
Future
really
mapping.
interesting to me.
Yeah, so we're going to ask her more about that stuff. So you guys want to come back for that one too on December 10th, and then that'll be a good one. Oh, that's my stone from Mount Charleston when we went. That thing is strong. Do you feel
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's powerful.
We picked it up, and I take it with me. And this thing is almost got, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's beautiful, but it literally vibrates almost like out of your hand. It's so strong. I love it. So anyway, you can catch our show on Sacred Sites about Mount Charleston and the interesting stuff that happened there.
When is the next crypto corner? Is it this Tuesday or the following?
Didn't you guys just do it on Tuesday?
We just did it, right? Yeah, right before Thanksgiving.
Right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, we're gonna have the next crypto corner, and so we'll talk about the whole landscape and what's been happening over the 2 weeks. So if you guys want to join, it'll be 10 o'clock a.m. on Tuesday, unless I'm working. But that's what we'll do, and usually we do it live, me and Jace. So, but we'll be there, and then again, I just want to mention. My lovely wife her website's almost done, and she's going to start to take sessions. And when I tell you she can do a massive amount of things, it's not just one thing. It may be whatever you need, whatever comes through her guidance.
Let's see.
Is usually very, very accurate, surprisingly accurate, and really what you need to
Tyler,
move forward.
Very, very accurate. I'm just saying.
And so yes, Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler.
But so anyway, it is what he wants can you answer me? What does that mean? Can you answer me for what?
Answer what?
Oh, I love the stone, nice stone. I hope you have a happy day.
You're gonna
Thank
get
you.
a new customer.
I'm gonna get a new
Go
customer.
down.
He was trying to
I'm
live.
definitely booking a set. Oh,
Yeah. See.
awesome,
Got a
Tyler.
new one.
And say hi to all. Oh, say hi to all Mountain Dad.
Hello. How
All
are you?
Mountain Dad. All right. But Tyler would be the best session you have.
Oh.
Believe me, she's amazing.
Oh my God, the pressure.
Oh. But anyway, you guys, thank you all for being here with us.
Oh,
And do you have any other thing, baby, you want to talk about?
I don't think that's it. I think.
Yeah, we're an hour and a half now.
Okay, you guys.
Yeah, Ken, thank you. Ken was the trooper. He was here the whole
Yeah,
show.
thanks,
Thank you
Ken.
so much. We
We
appreciate
love
it.
your support and appreciate you so much. So,
And yeah. Oh,
okay.
who?
Well, my website's not
Whoa,
done yet.
Who's this? Right?
All right. Well, anyway, so talk about your
My
website.
website's not done yet. It's in the making. We're almost ready. So, up one more. There it is. So up
Up one.
it's right there.
I got you.
Who is this?
We're done. We're done.
Okay. Anyway, it's going to
Oh,
be
so-
done probably, I think, the first week or second week of.
Are we supposed to deal with it or are they smacking the head?
Oh, okay.
Who's he
Anyway,
cursing at? Fucking jerk off.
thank you, Ken. Yeah. So my stuff will be done probably around, I don't know, December 10th or something like that. I'm trying to get it done before that if I can. I'm just working out a little bit of the work because I don't, Tyler, very well, I am not a technologically savvy person, and I'm trying to do this by myself. Well, me and John are trying to do it.
Yes.
The
And-
website.
And I'm
so.
less technically savvy than her. So it's a lot of fun.
And Emma's busy, so
Emma's busy. Yeah. So but we'll get it done. It should be done this within probably a week and a half, and then she'll have it up there. And I think that she because she really wants to, hit the floor running and really help as many people as she can. I think she's going to do, a good deal for
Aw, thanks,
you
Tyler.
guys.
You kind of were before I even did stuff though, because I was getting stuff for you. So I've kind of been.
Don't step on the dog, Gianni.
Oh,
Why are you talking high pitch?
because you just said I was. Okay. Anyway.
All right,
thank
guys.
you, everybody.
Anyway, yeah, thank you. I hope you have a great night. And Tyler, I was glad that you wrote me back that message when I sent. That was really
That was
cool. I
cool.
love that stuff. So
Yeah.
keep strong and keep doing what you're doing.
You got this, Tyler.
You got it. And we will talk to you guys next time. We love you all. Have a good night.
Thanks, you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.